In today's video, we're gonna address this TAO situation. Many people are saying that TAO is going to zero. Doesn't change anything, but let's go deep into what happened with TAO, and that's why we had the 20% correction. Nothing special, but let's address it. So, as you can see, TAO was around 350, 330, had a 20% correction from the last 7 days. It's at 260. Why this happened? Because Templar, one of the biggest subnets on TAO, that was actually mentioned by Shamat from the Billionaire Club while speaking with the founder of NVIDIA. He spoke about this project, and after 1 week, the founder of Templar decided to leave. He sold all these tokens. Many people are saying, oh no, this is the end of TAO. This doesn't change anything. The only thing that shows is that subnets need a better mechanism to avoid these kind of things, and that's happening already. The founder of TAO, in this case Const, speaking that they're going to implement this at the protocol level, so it's really not advantageous for founders of subnets to sell, maybe some lockup period, something that really shows that they are here for the long term. So in the future, subnet owners, if they do this, especially, will be much more difficult, and it will be really bad for them as well. So I think what happened here is there is a need to have a better mechanism for the subnet owners, so they can simply sell everything and crash a project like Templar, which was one of the best ones. But in general, doesn't change anything for TAO. Still has 128 subnets. The code is open source. So, and from what I've been seeing as well, there are some people already that are trying to pick up Templar, and it's open source. So anyone in the world now could continue the mission of Templar, that they trained the 72 billion parameter model, and there is always someone smarter. So the fact that the founder of Templar left doesn't mean anything. There are smarter people than him for sure, and the mission continues. Code is still open source, so I'm not that worried. Of course, it was shocking in a way that one of the biggest subnets left, but at the same time, that's part of it. I actually think this on the long term will make TAO stronger, because now they will introduce mechanisms that are better for holders, better for subnet owners. So in general, I think on the long term, this could actually make TAO even more anti-fragile and even better. So, and also there is actually examples today where I was looking at shoots that they were speaking about even training a 1 trillion parameter model. So nothing changes. I think the quality of subnets will improve. And this is, of course, bad in general because many people lost money in Templar. But overall, I think on the long term, better subnets will emerge and better mechanisms to avoid these kind of situations. But in general, the thing is, TAO allows subnets to succeed. If subnets leave, they don't have the 24/7 iteration with miners around the world. They don't have the community. They don't have the tools. They don't have the opportunity to attract the best talents in the world. So when subnets leave TAO, in general, probabilities are they are not going to succeed. Very, very difficult. If they want to do it in a decentralized way, it's very difficult because TAO is one of the most decentralized. It attracts high quality, high talent from all over the world. The moment they leave as a subnet, they will not be able to address this. So that's why subnets should keep being on TAO, because they keep having more miners. If the TAO price goes up, they have more incentives, and there is no other place in the world where you can incentivize anyone in the place to solve real world problems in so many different areas like with TAO BitTensor. So in general, I'm still bullish on TAO. A few things need to be improved at the subnet protocol level, but that will be happening very soon, according to the founder and the team. So I'm not worried, to be honest. Yes, we had a 20% correction from last week, but in general, nothing that special, to be honest. So as you can see, we went from here 30%, 26% correction. People are saying that this is going to zero and stuff like that. It doesn't change anything. The chart still looks good overall. Could we go lower? Yes, we could, but I think honestly, doesn't change anything. We could go to 200, will provide a really good opportunity to buy again, but overall, I'm not worried. Momentum indicator, as you can see, is at the lows. I actually built this indicator very, very good, gave us here a bearish divergence, and now we are at the same level. So I think between where we are now and 200 is the place here on my terminal. Also, if you look at heat map on TAO, so this is a terminal I've been building for investors, you'll be able to see that the biggest buying orders for TAO is around 200. So in general, I think 200, if we don't hold this level here, it's a good level to accumulate again. Now let's look at Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is actually doing pretty well. We had the Iran, Pakistan, USA talks failing, but overall Bitcoin has been holding pretty well. So as you can see, if Bitcoin starts to close above this range, I'd say above 76, we're gonna have, I'd say, a pretty big move towards 86K. But overall, we are still in a range until we break above this range here between 73 or 62. These two levels we had here, one attempt, we deviated, came lower, and we have the 12 and 21 EMAs here around 70. So as long as we are above 70, there is a probability that we target 80K. And if we lose again the 70K, we probably have another move towards 66, 65. But as I've been saying, I think we're going to continue in this range for a while. Overall, I still think he's holding pretty well when you compare with the stock market and with the situation overall with Iran, Israel, USA, so much chaos worldwide with the Strait of Hormuz being closed. I still think that Bitcoin is holding pretty well. If we look at stocks, we are having Nvidia now doing a bit better. On the macro as well, we're having, as you can see, a recover for the stock market. But in general, I think we could see lower prices for the stock market. Let's see how this situation of the Strait of Hormuz and the war gets solved. But in general, I think we're going to see lower prices for the stocks. So that's it, guys. Thank you very much.